fucking god, bro.
Yeah, spawn.
From the ground.
That is so unlucky. Insane!
Oh, well, I can't get my sniper description, so it's not for me.
I know, I wanted to get it.
You win this fight and you return to the front line. But if you lose, you're done here. Time to earn your freedom, soldier. Got roughed up in there. We're bringing
My
you
god, bro. Shit, right here, he had a teammate now with him, bro.
Your team can still buy you back if they have the cash.
I need to get going.
Did you grab my money, Tommy?
I don't know where you got it.
I died right there.
Oh, down here?
When I jumped off the big building. Right there. My money over there somewhere. Right there. That's some bullshit, bro.
I don't want to be brought back to this game. Too close.
Dang, you gotta that
Did she put it on the page?
What the heck? More than a house, more than a house. More than a house. More than a house. Damn, I'm almost 20 quick right now.
Where my guns?
Enemy UAV overhead.
It's down there.
No, it's not.
I didn't check your guns. My guns.
Oh, there they go. I got them.
This is Ronnie.
Yeah, go ahead, mommy.
And you need plates? I got this on the box.
No, I'm good. I got 2 plates. Let's go grab Ghost, Tommy.
Oh, yeah, yeah. My brother King. How did you die, my brother?
That bounty coming to us.
Let's go kill this fool, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, that one pop UAV?
Movement.
Oh, yeah.
He down, Tommy.
That's the body. We gotta go wrong.
Right here, Tommy. Oh, shit.
We got killed the body. I killed him.
Yeah, but we ain't get the money or nothing. Shit. It was pointless.
I got my Ricky. I killed him.
Yeah. Alright, man. Talking to your left.
He's my car.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard, though, man. He's not a ton of quick stuff. Look at that.
Logan invited me. I'm about to invite him. What's up, Logan?
Dude, I haven't talked to you guys in so long, bro.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to you guys in so long.
You see how many wins we got since the last time we played with you?
Dude, I haven't played this game in like 2 or 3 months here. Is this Tommy in here too?
Yeah, Tommy here.
Wait, hold on, where do I go wins? And I gotta go filter. That's not that hard to get going on the blue one. It's really easy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even trying to do the challenge and I'm off having
I don't know her like that either. I only have her on my Facebook.
You got 254
But
wins?
then she wanted to give me a job.
Holy shit. Damn, guys. I only got 9.
And I
I mean, that's what. Oh, hold on. Am I on my? Oh, okay. Did they nerf the? Did they nerf the? Is it still good or no?
Yeah, it's still good. It's still the best AR weapon to me.
Yeah, I'm still.
Tommy even talked to Joe about it. He was like, that's messed up. He just took the whole week off for her job just to go start with your wife. She didn't call her back or nothing, like, you know, let me know nothing. So she never hired me and nothing, so I blocked her ass, and I told her, like, I'm done with her, you know, so I just blocked her. Ever since then,
Get yourself a proper warm-up. We'll be deploying soon.
Who's this other guy? You one of your friends?
Yeah.
Tommy just died at the fall.
No, I'm not that person. I'm still at the front.
Oh, okay. The Bison recoil is ass. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm running, got my gold MP5, flat MP5, computer, and then graph.
Playtime's over, mate. You're going to the war zone.
Did they nerf the MP5, or is that just still good?
It's still good.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't really been playing a lot for Warzone, really. I've been playing a good amount of Apex Legends. Oh.
I bet Apex was fun.
Dude, no, you guys are insane. 250 wins? Damn.
Battle Royale. Set a drop point for your team, soldier. You've got gas
What? How do
closing
I-
in fast. You're in the safe zone.
Drop point set. Stick
I'm a
together.
hospital. We're going hospital?
Yeah. Go on hospital.
Use that.
I'm gonna try to get to a helicopter.
Forget how to play this game. What, brother? Dang, I'm not gonna make it. I'm on last quarter. What building are we going?
Going on top. I'm gonna try to get this helicopter.
Hostile dropping into the area. What? Alright, let's get it.
I'm with you now.
Oh yeah!
I gotta
Kill this dude, Tommy, right here. Right here.
Movement.
I'm coming.
His guy trying to raise him. Tommy, watch out, Tommy, watch out! Watch out, Tommy, it's a dude in there.
I lasered that guy. Tommy, good job. I haven't played this game in a hot minute. Yo, Tommy, you got any AR ammo?
Enemy UAV over.
Keep the light thing on.
Contract updated. New objective identified.
Wait, I don't have sprint by default on something.
Enemy vehicle.
Okay, dude. Where are you guys at?
Watch out, King, watch out.
Objectives updated. Move to the next location.
Alright. Yo, someone grab that, flag crate. Are you a cockroach? Dang, boy!
All supply boxes found. Solid.
Yeah, let's do it.
Man, what I do?
You didn't go for the all the other ones.
Yeah, I did.
Let's step on the drop. Hold on, drop.
Yeah, load out. Let's get our load out.
Yeah, I hear you.
Does anyone
You guys have money? I haven't been playing this game enough to be good at it. Here, Tommy, come here. Drop in my cash. Okay. Alright, load up. Let me get through to that break.
Loadout drop inbound.
I bet you can put this low. If we get fucked up by a team, I'm gonna grab it and throw it out again. That's right.
Guys, I need ammo. I need ammo.
Come on, let's go.
I'll run along.
You guys any heavy ammo?
Big caliber for you.
I've got 8. There's 8. Oh.
Dude, what? I just like no. I just like no to this. Yo, Venom, I just like no.
Logan, don't start, bro. Come on.
I like no to this. It's weird.
Moving in.
I've been playing this game enough to have great aim. Oh, car right here. I'm gonna take one of that. I'll get blown up out of trees now. Oh my god, I just got shot in the back, bro. Oh, same super low. Logan, give me. Dude, I gotta get killed.
I've got you, mate. Oh no.
Get him up.
That bounty in here. Where that bounty at? He downstairs.
I can't climb this shit, bro. Oh, I don't need to click X. Yeah, let's all send it on him. Hold up. Yeah, he's right there. It's a solo. What? Yo, parking. Big res. It's a solo, you guys got him. Parking.
Down. Well done. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Oh, I got to take our helicopter.
I know. Guys, can we grab ammo crate?
We don't have an ammo crate.
I know, can we buy one?
There's someone else up there.
Yo, they took our helicopter. God damn, bro.
Are you guys running Ruin?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't run Ruin yet. Should I?
King, watch out, Tommy. Tommy. All right.
Oh, no, you guys got that. Hey, that's loadout drop. That's gonna drop it. Oh, yeah. Free loadout drop. Guys, hold on.
Yeah. Oh, I'm about to grab. I know they pissed off. I'm about to grab Ghost.
Hold on. Can you guys drop? I need to get armor. We gotta go hit shop. I don't have none.
Grab Ghost.
Are we about to win this game?
Let's go back to the hospital.
Yeah, I hear you.
Huh?
Where's my MP5 at?
SMG.
I'll take this one, whatever. Man, they had a loadout drop. I'm already mad.
Give me some cash, Tommy.
I hear a guy.
Move that. Cancel my line.
That drop some money at me or something. Yo.
Bit of body on here.
Armor's right here. How do I wish they made custom controls where you could make your controls how you want them. I don't like it when I don't like the ping button pisses me off. I like L1 as my ping button. I can't, because then I gotta change my no custom.
Anyone got any shotgun ammo?
I don't have none. I got...
Should I start playing Warzone again?
Let's go gas mask.
I've already got one back.
Do anybody got a trophy system?
No, I don't. Loadout drop.
Alright, let's take this car. We don't need that loadout drop. We don't need that.
I'm trying to look for ammo. I know, I'm coming.
Tommy, come on, Tommy.
I know, look for ammo.
I got shotgun.
Go get this bounty. Damn, this shit might end at the hospital.
We could just stay here, to be honest.
One thing I like about this game,
You don't want to go kill that bounty?
Wait, hold up. Why is there like a crown and lumber? Why is there a crown and lumber? Is that like the...
Basically, if your whole team says yeah, you're the only one left, we grab like...
Is it like the kill leader or whatever you want to call it?
No, if you grab the most wanted contract, then all your team gets back for free.
I can't really hear you, your mic's too quiet. Or whatever.
Logan, if your whole team die, you get that contract done, your whole team come back.
He up on the big building. Jump out. They right here. Tommy on the second floor. They running up the stairs. Running up.
Dude, they're right here. Bro, we get it hard.
I took the elevator.
You did? I'm right behind you, Tommy. Tommy, I'm right behind you. Tommy, harder, bro.
Come on, Tommy. Oh my God. He killed me with the fire shotgun, bro.
We got him. Got one.
No, not the fire. He didn't kill me with the... Oh, man, I should have killed that dude, bro. I should have killed that dude. That's my fault.
Down one. Two more. On height.
This man really finished me, bro.
Look up, soldier. Win here and you return to the front line. But if you lose, you're
Rest me. Yo, parking.
time to earn your freedom, soldier.
Parking, I'm almost there. Dude, let's go. Those guys just got absolutely shit on.
Hey!
Dude, they got really good. Yo, we can buy you back.
I'm coming back.
It's ridiculous, there's so much love.
Yo, good job, man. I'm
Teammates
talking
have been
about
cleared for redeployment.
Yo, let's go, Tommy.
Whoever thought it was a mistake, yeah, he had to be next time, so I didn't pick it up.
So good talking to you guys again, man. I haven't talked to you guys in forever. Tommy, remember when we had that one game where you sprayed you and you dropped like 25 kills?
Yeah. Well,
That's
we can go
whack.
back to hospital to get the loadout.
Eyes on the care package.
We'll be on back to the building.
Right here. Thanks. Oh, never mind. I'm tripping.
Are you shooting at birds?
Yup. We don't talk about it though.
Fair enough.
That's
Sniper
bullying.
though.
Oh, right here, Tommy, here. I picked up the wrong gun. Where my
Yo,
shotgun
we
at?
gotta fight some-
There you go, I
I
got
got a really good
Tommy, you got a gas mask?
Yeah, I need sniper ammo.
Here.
guys, what should I spend my cash on?
Large caliber here.
Oh, do you run the 25 round magnum in the shotgun venom?
Yes.
Yo, Tommy, pop another shield.
No, I'm running a 12 mag right now.
Wait, no,
Yo.
drop one here, come here.
Yo, let's go back to the hospital.
Drop one.
Give me some money. I'm gonna buy a loadout. No,
Buy a loadout? Why?
no, not a loadout. I mean airstrike and self revive. What are y'all doing?
Found some cash here.
Drop me some money,
Bro,
Logan.
let's go ahead and drop over here. Wanna go ahead and drop?
Logan, drop me some money.
Hold up. Wait, what do you need it for?
Bro, drop me some money, bro. Come on. Logan, you need a self revive too. Come on.
Yeah, I need so.
I'm just gonna I'll grab the AD.
Friendly UAV overhead.
Let's go back to that car and go back to the hospital.
Does anyone want this?
There's a bounty here.
Hey, look, drop me 500 for some plates.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Nah, I need to get back to the hospital to get my loadout, bro.
Yo, Tommy, drop me 1500. Drop me 1500 back, so I have enough for shields. Bro, I gotta learn. I think I might quit Apex. Start playing this with you guys. It's pretty fun. Yo, tell me, if I quit Apex, can I play with you guys like when you're on?
Yeah.
Venom, can I play with you guys when you guys are on if I quit Apex?
King, what are you doing?
I'm not. I'll just grab a button.
Yo, Tommy's character's face right now is like making me like, oh my god.
Closing. Get to the new safe
Oh
zone.
my god.
Do anybody got a trophy?
Oh, we're being hunted, we're being tracked.
What character do you...
Oh, he just tried to blow us up.
How do I pay?
What character do you use on Apex?
A helicopter right here.
I'll check around here.
Come on, let's grab it.
I use Pathfinder. I'll put a trophy system on there.
I can't climb the shit, bro.
I'll right foot. Trophy system deployed. I'll run along. I got shotgun.
Imagine, now let them get on top of you. Shooting at me. Oh, we're gonna die. That's the bounty. Oh, yeah.
What the hell? What?
You're good.
Oh, we all dipped? Okay. Yo, why do you do? Let's take it again. Get up on the top. Get up on the very top of,
Come on.
hop in.
King,
King, hop in.
Just go up, just go up.
what are you doing, bro?
I'll right cover.
Get up here.
I'll check around here.
That shooting from that far. Oh, it's not nothing. Oh,
What?
yeah, you're about to get sniped, buddy.
Forget my lad.
Dang.
I wish I had a sniper.
Let's go.
Where the heck's fly?
Should never did that, dummy.
Yo, Tommy, pop an armor.
Oh, man.
I'm not gonna put my armor with sniper.
Can you guys hear me better now?
What happened?
Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Oh,
Tommy just got absolutely shitted on, bro. Yo, Tommy, is there another sniper down there? That's not a long one.
I see him.
Like, didn't you, like,
Moving up.
I really want to get a sniper.
Cancel my line.
Where are they, Tommy? Keep
Time.
it.
Scrub the contract.
Enemy dead.
He low, he ain't gonna be peeking in no more.
Allied cluster strike inbound.
That was a waste.
Yeah, that was dumb.
You got a concern?
I got annoyed.
Then imagine they
Enemy
put
lost
nukes in
track
here.
of you. You're
Then
safe.
All the fucking hackers if we get one.
Bounty target is up. Let's get it done.
Dang, I wish I could
Yo, we
get
got-
this in, but that's that big old building.
Yo, you guys want to go drop on them?
No.
Nuh-uh.
We about to move probably right here. If that circle closed right there, we gotta move there.
Yeah, we can get height up there. Tommy, do you even have shields to pop?
Yeah, I don't waste them last night. Boy, you cannot. That's awesome.
I'll check
Try to
around
take
here.
out a helicopter.
Marking new safe zone.
Come on, hold up.
Where's that? Is the guy below?
Come on.
Or what?
Come on, let's go, Tommy.
Yo, let's hop in.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Right foot.
Oh, no.
I'll take it.
Hop in.
King, what are you doing?
King, what you doing?
Wow.
Bro, you gotta start saying something like
Yeah, for real, bro.
I'll run along.
Is he in? Yo, Tommy, where we at? You guys wanna go hold down these buildings?
Moving in. Station mark.
Are we holding down these? Oh, yeah, actually did me. Dude, this guy's here. Go here.
Let's go. Mark out. Moving.
They got cluster strike. They got clusters.
Calm down.
Fighting other people. I don't know where I'm from.
Watch over there.
Moving up there.
I think they got clusters for real.
Location mark. Move up.
Can I have your sniper ammo?
I don't have no more.
High caliber here.
Got 40 there.
Yo, y'all need to be watching the doors. Somebody.
Yo, Tommy, you need sniper ammo? I got some for you if you need it. I'm good now. Okay, bet. I think I'm gonna switch to M5 sniper.
He down? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Let's rush these dudes.
Yeah,
Come on.
Alright.
Hop in.
I'll take it. Alright, we'll cover.
Guys, I'm gonna... Take it fire! Damn it, I missed it. Oh, God. Oh, wait, on me.
They fucking revived him that quick? Okay, I was about to say.
We're out of time.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix it out, but quick on. Oh, man, I think they're on me. No, that's us.
Enemy soldier incoming.
I can't drop it.
Oh, someone's dropping in. Oh!
It's alright, it was gone anyway.
Oh, they took it tonight.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Oh, come on, man, no.
I still got
Dude, how do you guys have so much damage? I haven't even seen anyone.
You've got gas inbound. Safe
Yo,
zone relocation.
Tommy, I can't find anyone. You guys over here like put 2 shots of damage. I think this guy on the left was just saying.
We should go to the one on the right. Yeah.
Friendly loadout drop on the way.
I'm moving.
Yeah, we should go to that one.
Where are we going?
Enemy UAV overhead.
You guys want to hold down this one?
Yep.
It's more in
I ain't bet.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Watch circle end on the left one now. Watch.
It can. It can shift.
They always do that too. Isn't there that thing that tells you where circle is? Oh no, there.
Enemy
Wait, how many kills
UAV
do y'all
overhead.
have? How do you have 6 kills, Tommy? I haven't even seen anyone.
6, 12, 15, 16 kills.
Bro, Tommy, how do you have 6 kills? I haven't even seen one person.
People down there.
He left the train.
Closing in.
Oh yeah, it's because you guys have been killing all of them.
Right here, Tommy. 2 of them.
Careful there.
Good ping. Down. Dead. Down 2. Dead. Dude, I'm gonna start running a sniper. Oh, watch out, vehicle. This guy about to dodge you with the Lambo.
This is Striker 3-1, good copy. Back inbound.
Yeah, I hear him, Pete.
My side's on your side.
Impact, no joy.
Hit one. Right a bit. Oh, you're peeking me. Yo, down one.
Okay. Calm down.
Someone's on the air strike. Oh, no, guy right here.
What's that? I'm not paying attention.
Oh, I dropped my...
Gas is closing. Get to the new safe
Yeah,
zone.
grab the ruin. I'm gonna grab the ruin, bro. Was it the right decision to grab the ruin? Like, does it kill people faster than the ground?
Logan, be quiet, Logan.
Found an aid station.
Oh my god!
I've got you, mate.
Yeah, I got into staircase on my
One if you risk it by that. Oh no, it's up to you, I'm not bothered.
Yo, bro, they're right across us. Right over there.
Now I don't know how I'm gonna jump down there.
I found an aid station.
Down.
Losing ground.
There's a flight one.
No way.
Hostiles in the area.
Yo, down here, rotating.
My God! How are you killing me? I didn't see you.
Res. Yo, King, res. What you doing?
What do you mean?
10 remaining. Keep it up.
Logan, calm down.
Trying to pick up my gun.
Oh yeah, you just got respawned. They're pushing.
I don't have my gun.
I hate the ruin.
Tom, you good?
I've got any spare armor.
You out here?
Bro, they pushing. Yo, I'm being sniped at.
Oh yeah, we good.
New safe zone located.
Super good. Yup.
Found one. Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Bro, how you died again, bro? What happened?
You had a PKM. I got stuck on like that sign or some shit.
Yeah. You like wallbang here.
I am, Tommy.
Yeah, there's a guy that comes up here. Be careful.
Got a pistol here. Scratch my last.
Oh, there's a guy directly beneath us. Just saying, those guys rotated.
Logan, be quiet.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Right here. Oh my god. Right down there. Yo, Tommy, snipe him.
Hey, you know you listen like that.
Give me up. This dude let me up, bro.
Let's get you fixed.
I got you. Yo, we all come right here.
Hey, bro, somebody come with me. Bounce down while you rest. Hey, I'm running out of bullets, man.
Bro, there's a guy on the roof still.
4 enemies remain. You know what to do.
3v2.
Just inbound.
Right here.
Striker 3-1, good
Right down here.
Let me do yourself. Okay.
Can we push down?
Got it,
No
guys.
hits on that run.
Tommy in and out.
I beat him. Oh, right. 1v1, bro.
It's all up to you. Let's go.
Where?
We don't know it yet.
They're by the door.
Oh my god, bro.
Relocating the safe zone.
Wait, did we all die?
That's because y'all rushing so much to get a damn kill. Y'all ain't working as a team. Damn, bro. You should have never rushed out like that, Tommy. You didn't even know where the guy was.
I'll let it knock you like you want.
Back, taking people out. So.
Yo, is anyone there?
Yes.
Yeah, they're there.
Which
one is that?
I'm a hop off. For
Okay.
about 2 hours and I'll be back on. Alright,
Alright.
for not implementing it, at least now.
Yeah, absolutely. Shame on anyone who denied the science, so to speak. Dr. Natalie Azar, A.J. Dion, thank you both for joining us and starting us off this hour. Now to a stunning report out today. Russia is trying to steal COVID vaccine research. The U.S., UK, and Canadian intelligence agencies allege that Russia is using malware to hack organizations working on the vaccine. The Kremlin has, of course, denied the accusation. Still no word from the White House several hours after that statement was released. Joining me now is Democratic Senator from Maryland, Chris Van Hollen. Senator, it's great to have you with us this evening. What do you know about this plot, so to speak? What have you been able to gather so far?
Well, Eamon, it's good to be with you. And based on everything I'm hearing, these are credible reports. It's not surprising that the Russians would try to hack into our systems to try to steal our technology. What is surprising is that they think they can do this with impunity. And I've been pushing this administration from the beginning to have a policy that we say to the Russians or any other country or company that wants to try to interfere in our systems, whether they're elections or stealing technology, that there will be a price to pay, that we will say up front that there will be sanctions imposed on your banks or on certain individuals. Unfortunately, at least in the case of Russia, they've gotten the message that this administration will let them get away with just about anything.
What do you want to hear from President Trump? Because as I just noted, it's been several hours since this came out. The president can't use the line that this is a hoax because this was officially announced by the intelligence agencies and security apparatuses in the UK, Canada, and here in the United States. So we can't dismiss it as a report. And yet we haven't heard anything from the White House on this, not even a tweet.
Well, that's right. We saw the president's reaction to the earlier credible reports that the Russians had offered bounties to kill American soldiers in Afghanistan. The president tried to dismiss it because he hadn't done anything about it. His silence is very telling here, as it has been before. He's always cozied up to Putin. You remember that scene just a few years ago at Helsinki when he was essentially siding with Putin when, Putin said, no, we did not interfere in your elections. So it's not surprising, unfortunately, that the president hasn't said anything. Let's see what he says at this point in time. But it just underscores the importance of putting in place a policy that tells Russia in advance, if you interfere in our elections or if you try to steal our technology, there will be a price to pay. And we have proposed bipartisan legislation to do it. But the administration has not supported that.
Yeah, and let me hone in on that for a moment. You and Senator Sass have legislation to protect American intellectual property. That's what I believe you're referring to there as bipartisan legislation. It would require a report to Congress every 6 months about American IP theft or attempts of such theft, require sanctions on firms and individuals engaged in it, ban travel to U.S. For those involved in it. What has the reaction been from the White House on that legislation?
Well, we're still hoping they'll come on board. They have not endorsed it. They actively opposed and continue to oppose another piece of legislation that I introduced with Senator Rubio called the Deter Act, which is to set up a similar sort of sanctions regime if we catch the Russians interfering in our elections. That seems to be common sense. It has broad bipartisan support. But the administration took the position, no, they don't want to penalize Russia if we catch them getting involved in our elections again. So I'm hoping that in this case, when it comes to theft of technology, the president will be supportive. But the track record so far has been abysmal.
All right, Senator Chris Van Hollen, sir, thank you very much for joining us this evening. I appreciate your time as always.
Good to be with you. Thank you.
All right, coming up, a stunning new accusation from President Trump's niece, Mary Trump, telling MSNBC's Rachel Maddow she's heard President Trump use anti-Semitic slurs and the N-word. We're going to show you that clip and talk about it with the Reverend Al Sharpton. That breaking news story, plus a whole lot more straight ahead. I'm Ayman Mohideen. You're watching The Beat on MSNBC.
When pets were given the choice between paying more with cable TV or paying less for their favorite channels with Sling, the results? Well, There were no results. Because they're animals, they don't have a concept of money. You're not an animal. Make the smart choice and switch to Sling. Get the best of cable for the best price. Get started in 5 minutes at sling.com.
Experian Boost has helped millions of people. How can it help you?
Oh my gosh, 16 points! This is great!
I refinanced my truck and saved a bunch of money.
So I just boosted my credit score 28 points.
Boost your credit scores instantly, free. Download the Experian app now.
Chicago. Okay, so I'm Magnificent Mile.
I thought I was managing my moderate to severe Crohn's disease until I realized something was missing. Me. My symptoms kept me from being there for my sisters. So I talked to my doctor and learned Humira is for people who still have symptoms of Crohn's disease after trying other medications. And the majority of people on Humira saw significant symptom relief, and many achieved remission in as little as 4 weeks.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections. Serious and sometimes fatal infections, including tuberculosis and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
Be there for you and them. Ask your doctor about Humira. With Humira, remission is possible.
If you can't afford your medicine, AbbVie may be able to help.
The Martins here just realized they outgrew their home, so they used Rocket Mortgage to finance their next one. Need to know if your next home fits your budget and your family? Rocket can.
The Summer Guide from Xfinity has everything you need to make summer even more awesome. Crank up the fun with a destination full of summer activities to do inside, outside, and with the whole family, all on your TV. Let Xfinity bring summer home to you with all the entertainment you love. Just say, "Show me the Summer Guide" into your X1 voice remote.
This is Dr. Harold Katz. He used to worry about how to fix the world's oral health problems.
I think I've got it.
Then he invented TheraBreath formulas.
You want fresh breath? I'll give you fresh breath.
For fresh breath, healthy gums, dry mouth, and healthy smiles.
Whoa, that's fresh.
Now, the world's mouths have never been healthier.
Works for 24 hours. I guarantee it. TheraBreath. It's a better mouthwash.
Available at Walmart, Target, and other fine stores.
All right, Mary just sat down with Rachel Maddow, and Mary Trump made some stunning accusations. The president's niece. Take a listen to this.
I have to press you on it a little bit, just to ask if the president, if your uncle was an exception to that in your family, or if you ever heard him express either use anti-Semitic slurs or the N-word or other racist slurs or other sentiments like that. Was it? Or do you mean this was an ambient thing in your family, but you can't say that you ever heard it from him, or did you hear it from him too?
Oh yeah, of course I did. And I don't think that should surprise anybody, given how virulently racist he is today.
Have you heard the president use the N-word? Yeah. And anti-Semitic slurs specifically? Yes.
MSNBC reached out to the White House for comment, and they said this is a book of falsehoods, plain and simple. The president doesn't use those words. I want to bring in Reverend Al Sharpton, host of MSNBC's Politics Nation and president of the National Action Network. Rev, great to have you with us. First, let me get your reaction to this stunning revelation, really, that you just heard there from Mary Trump, the president's niece, saying she heard the president use the N-word and use anti-Semitic slurs.
Well, I would agree with the statement she made that it is stunning, yes, but surprising. If you look at the fact that they were sued and had to settle for discrimination in their real estate business. And then this president went on with the Central Park Five, where he called for the execution of 5 innocent young black and brown young men that we, many in the community, including myself, stood and said they were innocent, even after it was found later with DNA that they were innocent. He still said they were guilty and that they should not have been given a settlement. But let's fast forward. This is the president that said there were fine men and women on both sides in Charlottesville, where you had neo-Nazis, self-described some of them, neo-Nazis that marched against Jews, and they were there saying Jews will not replace us. And he said they were fine people on both sides, and there were blacks and Jews on the other side there to protest a Confederate statue. So if you want to say people have used words that they regret in life, you can only match to the actions to see if that is against their actions. His actions would give clear legitimacy to the claims his niece has made.
Yeah, and let me just remind our viewers, it was just earlier this week the president was specifically asked about George Floyd and the killing of black men in this country at the hands of the police. He shot back, fired back, dismissing the question, saying white people are killed more than black people. And also, I'm old enough to remember the president making those comments that were widely considered as playing on anti-Semitic tropes when he was speaking to a group of Republican donors, Republican Jewish donors, and suggesting that they liked a good deal, and certainly along those lines. So this is a president, Rev, who has a track record, also while he's in office and running for office, of using very racist and anti-Semitic tropes.
And backing them up with his actions in terms of housing discrimination, in terms of criminal justice situations, and in terms of how he characterizes neo-Nazis. So let's not just act like these were just words isolated from his actual actions, including now. Blacks are killed 3.5 times more by police than whites in this country. Numerically, are more whites killed by police? That is not the point. The point is the percentage. Right. For him to dismiss that in this era of where we are talking about George Floyd and any number of cases, and him to not even show any kind of concern about that and just flip it and talk about what whites do too, shows a complete disregard for the lives of black people and a criminal justice system that's systemically racist.
Rev, stay with me for a moment. I want to bring into the conversation David Frum, a staff writer at The Atlantic and former speechwriter for George W. Bush. David Frum, good to have you with us as well. So, as we just heard, there's some stunning revelations, but as the Reverend Al Sharpton said, perhaps not surprising given what we've seen from the president since he first ran for office and now since he has been president. What is your reaction to hearing Mary Trump say she heard the president use the N-word and anti-Semitic slurs?
Look, through all the years of the Trump presidency, I've had a couple of mottos to keep me level, and one of them is that while there are many secrets, there are no mysteries. Is anyone surprised? Is anyone surprised? Donald Trump has revealed himself again and again and again. And right now, even if the president used perfectly polite language in all circumstances, we are going through a pandemic that disproportionately kills people from certain backgrounds and not from others. And that is one of the reasons the president is so negligent about it, that he has his view, take the punch, open the schools without a safety plan, let people suffer, because the people I care about, I'm going to protect more. The people I don't care about, I protect less. So it's not a matter of vocabulary, it's a matter of the way the whole government is operated. And it's not just a matter of the president personally, but of the people around him. Many of them would never use improper language, but they do improper things.
Yeah, the president has gone after everyone. He has said derogatory language about immigrants. He has made derogatory, misogynistic comments about women. He has made derogatory comments about immigrants. As you said, David Frum, this is not necessarily a mystery, but you also have to take in mind the people that have defended the president throughout all of these, many of them establishment Republicans. You have to wonder at what point they're going to listen to this account from a President Trump family member saying officially that she heard these words used and these anti-Semitic slurs used, And for them to kind of come out and say enough is enough and we don't stand or support these words being used by the president.
Look, this is a titanically large country, and it's very difficult to communicate across. So when a president gets into trouble, it's like an ice cube melting in a glass. For a long time, the ice cube looks like it's there, and then there's another moment, and suddenly you realize the ice cube is about to disappear. And that's where Donald Trump is that his support looks like it's there, and then it's going to be not. Now, to the end, millions of people will be with him. But in a country of so many, having millions is not enough. As you look at all the charts today of the decline of the president's support, the decline in Republican affiliation, he's in desperate trouble. And one of the reasons that this White House is acting more and more frantic, banging at the walls,